points to make it to the final four. So a lot is at stake. It's going to be a free kick now to Canaries. You would want to see Donovan. I think Donovan is called Bonbon or Bonbon.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, his nickname. He has a name. Yeah, his nickname. Is it Bonbon or Bonbon or something like that? Yeah.
Bonbon is a big lollipops, you know. We used to have.
Yeah, I know, but probably. Well, I'm used. That's what you say, but I'm thinking that probably when you were small, you couldn't say Donovan.
The
so
biscuits too.
Yeah.
Bonbon, yeah.
Bonbon biscuit. But I still think is when he was small, he couldn't say Donovan, so he just used to say Bonbon. So the name just probably stuck with him. Let's see if he can put in a save. Good shot there. I've seen him done better. At least you want to force the goalkeeper into a save. But again, he probably just get in his range.
Yeah, he missed a few games during the course of the season. He's never really gotten that edge back as yet. Although he's played I think this is probably his third game back. I don't think he has, regained that little bit of an edge. Of course, Casillas, Messi, Joseph is not in the squad this evening. These two normally combine very well.
Casillas was out for injury?
I have no idea.
So throw into Canaries. So of course, he's just giving the ball away. There's David again, ball coming across, trying to find Donovan on the back stick. He's trying to forge out that little partnership or combination between the two. We have a cross ball from David going across to Donovan.
To Deuxième Poteau. Say good night to Mr. Clivus Jules. Deputized in your absence, critic. And
yeah, Clivus is a top fella, man.
Pretty sure he's following via the live stream as we speak.
South Castries team, they look very pretty when they are about to enter the final third. Not able to pull it together in the last part of the field, but just before they enter that little area, Eli, they always look so comfortable. So probably that's some notes the coach should take. How do they make that transition from the top of the box area and getting into the final third? It's going to be a throw-in now again to South Castries.
I think we mentioned once before that South Castries may be an attacking midfielder and a striker short, which will make the difference in the final third. It's almost like when they get there, they hope more than they expect.
That's right. Here's a situation. Not enough conviction right there. Possession to Canaries. In case of David wanting to do a little too much, but they were able to get a free kick.
Elias Jones over the ball, asking for a little bit of space. And then he leaves it for Kingsley Henry.
Related to David Henry?
I'm not sure.
Similar stature. Might be a Henry thing. If you look at his build, you could see a little bit of David in him, like an O. Henry, you know. So I think they might be, who knows, they might just be related. Somebody might tell us in the stream, in the comments rather.
Mr. Alfred has gone down there.
That's a very
yellow card issued to Elias Jones for that tackle.
It's a rare sight to see shut down, but he'll be all right. It's a little sting on the ankles, you know.
Of course, these days, I hasten to say it's not just about getting the ball first. If you go through and pick up the man, as we saw in the case of Elias Jones, he's still having a chat with friendly Napoleon because he felt like he got to the ball first, but clearly you could also see he went through the man as well.
You know, again, what always gets me is that they do that, they question the referee, but the decision is not going to change. What you can probably ask the referee is, what did I do wrong to that you don't do it again? You know, and again to that child was not in a dangerous position per se. So sometimes you let those, because you have cover. So now it's a free kick to South CASTRIES. Let's see if they can get it to. Let's get it to jump in the penalty spot area, Eli. Let's see if somebody can get onto it. Not bad. Again, a little more conviction there. The player just showing up rather than trying to see you can get something from it.
Yeah, looked like he didn't have the belief that he could get up there. Ball was in the vicinity, begging for somebody to make some contact with it. Jardel Mitchell, Joel Mathare.
I've watched forfeit free play, Eli.
Forfeit 8.
Forfeit 8. And he can play,
Oh, definitely.
He can play, This guy can listen. Forfeit 8 can play in goal. Comes up with some remarkable saves. We've seen him play at right full back. Tonight we've seen him at left full back. And he can hold his own.
Yeah, definitely.
He can definitely hold his own. So kudos to Forfeit 8.
The last game he even had the beating of a player a couple of times as well.
Yeah, and he can move the football because he's already down there, so it's very difficult to tackle him. So I've watched him, he can play. He can really play, man. Possession to South CASTRIES deep in their own half. It's a through ball for Donovan. Trouble in the area. Again.
Wants to take it on his right foot.
Not enough time and space for that. You mentioned, Eli, that he missed out on a couple games. And that is what missing out on a couple games does. He has no confidence right now. The Donovan that just came into the season would have taken a left foot shot without no hesitation.
Yeah.
But because you miss those games and you miss some practice sessions, you lose that confidence in totality. And that's what happened to him right there.
As a matter of fact, I could recall a fixture down in Vieux Fort. Can't remember the opposition, where Messi put a ball in a cross from the right flank and he finished it on the volley with his left foot.
There you go. That was earlier in the season. Yeah. That's what football does, Football is, of course, you have to have continuous practice. You have to be at it to ensure that you're up there for your game. And when you miss out, it's like, what? Do you remember one time, I think it was KFC who had the slogan about, if you miss school, you miss out? You miss practice and you miss games, you miss out. Good touch there by David. Continue. Because now we want to read the situation. There's another cross ball trying to find Donovan. Good defending. Look at finish there, Eli. Young Longville going for power. But again, not on his favorite foot, Eli, so he really had to go for it.
Well, he scored from a similar position last outing.
Yes, but look at how the crowd are responding to him. His teammates as well. They're responding to him. And again, it is a difficult chance because remember, he's not a left footer, but good enough to get a strike off.
I think he'll be disappointed. He's very capable with both feet, from what I've seen.
But remember, that ball did get a bounce as well. Huh? So that might have just been one of the reasons would have just thrown him off. I want to say good night to my good friend Dogu. I haven't said Dogu in a while, you know. Dogu now comes off the bench. So that's what happening there right now. I'm calling you off the bench, you know. Good night, Dogu. And your team is doing wonderful. So good night to you, buddy. It's a throw in now to South CASTRIES. Effort there by David. Yeah, good control, good tempo from South CASTRIES. It's keeping that ball ticking, and I say so they lose it. Kingsley bringing this one all the way back to Bradley Tiso, the guy with the white boots. Supports Real Madrid. Now it's Donovan in midfield. Canaries now getting a little tempo, a little knock, a little more time with the football. Here's Donovan, of course, will try from way out. You may have just heard that I said he's lost his confidence, trying to prove me wrong.
That looks more like what we'd have seen of him early on in the season.
Yeah. CASTRIES trying to put it together. Still not able to get a decent shot in this. And having the goalkeeper make a save. And of course the little shoo 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 you'll hear in the background are not birds. Right, Eli? Massive clearance there by Bradley Tiso upfield. South CASTRIES been able to deal with it.
Donovan Jabati just about getting through and to touch football there.
Brad Canaries putting it together.
A good dummy there by David Henry, and ball comes in there, and a goal. What a fantastically worked team goal by Canaries. Started off with the dummy by David Henry. He made a real dummy out of the defender there, and then you saw Jadel Mitchell put a lovely ball across, and Dwayne Jabati says, "Thank you very much. I'll put it in the back of the net."
Very good build up there by Canaries, and a matter of fact, it started off midway in the half of South CASTRIES, and all we saw was one touch, two touch, and good movement, good timing. And like you mentioned, the skipper just finding himself there, not putting too much on it, just making sure that the header could just evade the goalkeeper to his right, and we have Canaries taking a 1-goal lead. Ball going out of touch. A little too much there from Donovan. Tison, of course, making a good run from the back and just laid it on the flank for him. Anticipated a ball back into the area. Now it's a goal kick to South CASTRIES. He's doing reading up the flank on the left side again. Again, 2 players on the inside, Eli, or 3 players on the inside, and we see Dwayne trying to force a shot. That's this.
I was thinking shot come cross.
Yeah, well, no, he tried a shot. But again, if you're off the beat, what you want to do is to play yourself in. And how do you do that? You play it by passing the ball to your teammates. Passing the ball to your teammates, and then you move into space rather than taking shots from 40 and 60 yards out. And it's not going to work out for him like that. He need to play himself in and trust his teammates. Ball going out. It's a throw in now to Canaries. Canaries leading 1-0. They so need those points to stay alive in the final 4. Staying alive!
Okay, BGs.
I'm TG's, man. Trying to flick this one on. Blatant foul there. Pushing the back. Referee playing the advantage. I was too blatant, if you ask me. I have to blow the whistle for this one.
Right on the spot as well. Should have seen it. Missed it.
Yeah. I don't know if you've...
There you go, David Henry running the channels there. He gets nicked by Nye Henry.
I don't know if you've realized, but the theatrical coach you see... Oh, he just seated. There's a theatrical coach on the Canaries bench. If a junior Creole shoot, you know.
Well, we are still in Creole Heritage
Month. Yes. So he's observing that.
He's appropriate.
Yeah, he's observing that. Free kick to Canaries. Seems to be a left footer. So we will see like a in swinger. Again, we're looking for probably the head of the skipper, or probably David Henry. Yeah, one of the 2.
I think so. Jadal Mitchell putting it in. Oh, and that was another very good chance there.
Bradley Tisson. Yeah, Bradley Tisson trying to get on the end of it.
Right now, Canaries asking all the questions, critics.
Yes, most definitely. A lot of pressure now on South CASTRIES. Can they hold? About what? We're about 33 minutes into the encounter. Can they hold or fold? Longville, one escaping him. Good control, youngster. Very, very good control. Right back 4. Canaries need some attention. Remember, he did get a card early in the contest. That's number 6. He's holding his head. He's holding his thigh. You would swear this guy was hit by a truck. Well, Dogu, I'm back. Eli gave me the report about you. Well, it's nice to be back for sure. Eli, of course, illustrated how the Premier League has gone haywire with the results. Some big results. Some teams not anticipating certain losses. But this is the beauty of the league. This is the beauty of the domestic game. That on any given day, a team can surprise or just shake up the entire table. That's what we're looking for.
Well, Elias Jones definitely shaken up. Looks like it's a knock to the back of his head. And they're calling on, I believe, Dr. Natasha Innocent it is.
Oh no, that's not her, you
Not
know.
her?
She
So
doesn't.
used to
No, I'll tell you
her
why.
being a doctor.
She doesn't. This doesn't look innocent.
He's back, folks. He's back.
Yeah, I said he was hit by a truck, but didn't realize the severity of the injury. Seeing like it's like a head injury. Yeah. Let's see if he can recover.
Yeah, back to live action after a pretty long delay. We hope Elias Jones recovers. Looked like a head injury, had to be stretchered off. And the South CASTRIES with the corner kick. Ball coming in, flapping at it, eventually cleared. Good football there. He's in his half. He can't be offside. He's in his half. Let's take another look at that one.
I'm watching him.
South CASTRIES with a little spell here of possession. Tackle away. Tries to get it out to David Henry. Nothing there. Ball won there by Joel Mathra. Dwayne Baptiste loses out. South CASTRIES again on the ball foul there. South CASTRIES need to do something to get themselves back in this one. So far, I'd say the half has been squarely in the favor of Canaries. They were the ones asking all the pertinent questions, and South CASTRIES was not able to answer the very important one, which was the header from Captain Dwayne Baptiste.
And from since then, they seem to be growing even more in confidence. They've had some good passages, but not able to put in a fine. As I say so, there's a
off the post there. Interesting.
Donovan really want to get on the score sheet tonight. Trying to see how best he could improve the scoreline for his team. But he'd have aimed for the other post, but he went for the close pole. And the pole came to the rescue of the goalkeeper.
For Dwayne Baptiste in replacing Elias Jones. That means Jadel Mitchell slots into a left fullback position. And then we have Joel Mathers switching over to right back. Dwayne Baptiste on it right now. Loses out.
Good defending there by South CASTRIES. Searching ball there. Very difficult to get past Kingsley. And I will be very disappointed just giving the football away. Another fruit there. Can he get onto it? Just able to get onto it. You can see the intent of the Canaries team. But the weight of the passes also needs to improve from Canaries. That's a poor pass there, playing back. Searching pass to the right side. No foul.
Free kick now by South CASTRIES. A good shot there. Shot on target, but meat and drink for the goalkeeper. Losing out there, and South CASTRIES on it again. Kingsley Henry goes out for a corner. 5 minutes of stoppage time in the first half gone by. So this should probably be the very last action of the half.
There's a corner now for South CASTRIES. Ball comes in. Chad on his lonesome. Trying to spread this one to the left side. And with that being said, Eli, this is the whistle for the end of the first half. Comfortable for Canaries leading 1-0. South CASTRIES need to go back to the drawing board and see how best they can muster some possession and have some critical passes in the final part of the field.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goals, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going at a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me. It is the greatest honor for me as a player. I've represented my clubs, my community from a young child, from under 15 to under 17, under 19, and on the national level for the senior team is the highest level you can possibly reach. I aspire to play against the highest level, the best players. That's where you challenge yourself and really get to know what you're about. If you're as good a player as you think you are. I am very excited for it to join the senior players, just get a feel for the environment, and travel and play for my country.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
I will fit into the national team playing style because I always try to listen to what the coach say. I try my best. Even after I got my home, I still research about the position where I have to play so I can just suit the coach style and what he wants from us.
Great move, he scores!
For my team to succeed, I plan on making every minute on the pitch count towards goal contribution.
Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life living BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
It's been a great experience being here on the national team. I came in when I was 19 years old, when coach then came in. I've been working with a lot of the pro players from overseas. They've helped me a lot, not just as a player, but as a human self. It's been a great experience.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
Make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. BOSL saying Home Sweet Home. With a Home Sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. See that new home, we get it. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Act now and you won't regret it. POSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced Home Sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. POSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. POSL.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love. St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League. Leveraging football to transform lives.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
My inspiration is CR7. He's my role model ever since I've been a young boy. The reason he's my role model is because of his work ethic, his professionalism, his desire to get what he wants by working hard. So I try to emulate that the best I can by doing the same, putting in the work to achieve my goals, my objective.
Our final score there, 2-0, but there were other opportunities. Polion going had a hat-trick last game. What a save by Archibald. I mean, there was just no quit in either side, and there is an opportunity.
Representing my country on a national level means everything to me. It is the greatest honor for me as a player. I've represented my clubs, my community from a young child, from under 15 to under 17, under 19, and on the national level for the senior team is the highest level you can possibly reach. I aspire to play against the highest level, the best players. That's where you challenge yourself and really get to know what you're about if you're as good a player as you think you are. I am very excited for it to join the senior players, just get a feel for the environment, and travel and play for my country.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
I will fit into the national team playing style because I always try to listen to what the coach say. I try my best. Even after I got now, I still research about the position where I have to play so I can just suit the coach style and what he wants.
Back to second half action. Of course, Canaries leading South CASTRIES by a 0-0. Goal coming off the head of Dwayne Jabati, the captain, in the first half. And your thoughts on the game so far, critic?
Well, interesting scoreline. Of course, Canaries have been the better team. South CASTRIES would have to dig very deep. They're in the cellar position. They would have to pull out all their resources, Eli, if they want to get 3 points from this game. And we haven't seen chance after chance after chance, but we did see a very good goal by Canaries. And if they can put it together again, they can get the back of the net. But again, like I said, this South CASTRIES team would have to pull out some real, something out of this world to a certain extent to get past Canaries. Because I just don't see them getting past the back four of this Canaries team with the likes of Bradley Tisson and Kingsley Henry at the back. Those two central defenders might just be too much for South CASTRIES.
Yeah, they have a pretty good partnership. But I've observed Canaries have taken the wing route in terms of attacking. They've pretty much put the ball into the box from the flanks. That's where they got the goal. And they seem to have started the second half in the same vein.
Yeah, I think it could be a very safe route for them. I mean, it has ripped dividends. Why not try it again? So if they can get on to that certain pattern of play where they can have that intricacy in passing, and David, of course, with his holder play and experience, they can get the back of the net again. So let us see. Also, earlier on to Eli, we saw Donovan Jabatis trying his best to try to carry the team to a certain extent. I think he was doing a little too much. I think every now and then he needs to probably, we know him as a winger, but I'm thinking every now and then you could switch with Dove, you could come down the middle, you could try to find yourself in there somewhere to get on the score. But if he continues to just play on that wing, I don't see him being too influential. He needs to do a little more.
Yeah, we've seen him deployed in an attacking midfield area as well. Both flanks as well. We've seen him deployed as a striker. So, a very versatile attacker. Kingsley Henry stepping into midfield there and helping with there. And Mitchell putting that one across. Dealt with by Chad Alfred.
Interesting enough, too, I met young Longville's mom during the halftime as the number 14 in midfield for Canaries. So she stopped me. My son is not 22.
Yeah, I was told. I don't know if you could recall, sometime at Grozile, I actually went to the dressing room to inquire.
Right.
I suspect these guys played a trick on me.
Yes, they did.
They did.
That's how Canaries people have a lot of tricks.
Eric actually indicated to me after the last game that he just turned 18.
But no, he just turned 19.
19.
Right. Okay. So I'm saying to you, Canaries people have a lot of tricks. So
I believe you.
Once you called me, she was laughing already. So you already know the trick you played.
Yeah, I believe you.
Tell Eli he's not 22.
I believe you.
So that's what I'm saying, Eli, that our guy, he's not 4'8".
4'3". Well, just so you all know, Canaries people, I'm coming to Abate on the weekend.
Yes, I just want to inform you, it's a little hot. The place is a little hot. They're going to be working on the air condition. They try to get something. I just give you a little insight. It's a little hot, so when you go there, you could go there for a vest.
I was there at the launch.
You was at the launch, but I want you to launch yourself into a vest.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right, so invest in a vest.
I will invest in a vest.
That's right, my brother. Meantime, it's a free kick midway in the half for South CASTRIES. Again, you want that ball just dropping in a little corridor, a little area where someone can get onto it. But it needs to get in there with a little height, a little pace. Let's see if anybody is able. Is Donovan clearing? South CASTRIES trying to force a shot or a dink. Clearance there by Kingsley Henry. And now we see South CASTRIES will try to mount a counter-attack. David Davis hold the play. Some trickery as well.
Final delivery. Easily,
Still trying to get, that's a little too much. You were already ahead of Nai. All you had to do was to put the ball across and have somebody try to get onto the end of it. I think he dribbled too much by David Henry.
Yeah, I'm seeing in the comments people are asking to spare thought for Jamaica. I've seen some footage and some photos, and it's really bad. Critical. I see entire houses underwater. See roofs blown off. So, yeah, thank you for that comment. Yeah, we must spare a thought for our friends over there. In,
and our
in
friends
Jamaica.
over across in Jamaica also, it also tells us don't mess with any lady named Melissa. If you have any Melissa on your phone, you better delete that name.
I'm ignoring that comment.
You could probably put an abbreviation. You could call her Mel.
Mel.
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore that comment.
Yeah, but it's a hurricane season.
I have several Melissas on my phone.
7?
Several.
Oh, 7?
Maybe 7, you know. I have several.
Wow.
I do.
I have none. And if your name is Melissa in the comments, you even comment.
Well, a good football there by Canaries.
Too funny. Tries to twist on this one. Again, they needed that support. You have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders, Eli, around the attackers. So someone in midfield needed to rush their way up there to support the guys in attack. And as I say so, we have a player down. It looks like a player for South CASTRIES, is it?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. Just to go back to the hurricane season. Yes, folks, let us put Jamaica in our prayers. We know how devastating a hurricane can be. And when you hear of Cat 5 or Cat 4, that spells danger. So let's spare a thought for our folks in Negril, Montego Bay, Kingston, and the Gardens, you name it, Eli.
Yeah, information that I got earlier is at one point in time, Melissa was registered as the strongest storm
for the season.
Globally, that is.
Globally, wow.
Winds in excess of 175 miles per hour, well over 200 kilometers per hour. So you could imagine.
Last time I saw winds of 175 was when you passed me on the Roseau Highway.
When I passed you on the Roseau Highway?
Yeah, man. Wherever we go, you always passing me. So you're quite familiar with 175?
Yeah, 1.75 kilometers per hour.
Back to action on the field. Yeah, so of course she's trying to get their way back into this game for a little meaningful possession. Now again, Henry just giving the ball away to Dwayne Jabatis in midfield.
Donovan may have heard you.
I see he fall back in midfield.
In the middle of the
also,
now.
I don't know if you've realized, I don't want to be too critical, but Dove Jabatis, who is better known as Dove Too Funny, his passing is a little too erratic. He gets the ball in some very nice positions, Eli, but he uses the wrong part of the foot to execute his passes. And we see a loose ball here. We have a chance. Is it?
Well, that's funny that the critic does not want to be critical.
Yeah, you know.
Or too critical.
Yes, that's the key thing. As much as I'm the critic, they are young players, and sometimes they're not told enough. So I always try to, even when I meet young players, I always try to tell them what I see with their game that they need to work on. So I don't want him to take it the wrong way, but Derv, you need to pass the ball better. Use the better part of your foot in passing the football. You cannot just fling your foot and believe that it's going to work out. It doesn't work out that way, The only player who does that is Modric,
Well, the fan favorite, Lorik Santoma, looks like he's coming in for Dwayne Jabatis.
Yeah, just have a little niggle or something.
Captain, looks like he's still recovering from that injury, looks like.
Yeah. And he waves off to the fans. They're giving him a good
And that would explain
gesture.
why Donovan Jabatis has gone slotted into the midfield role.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think he has a little thigh injury. I see he has a little brace on it, and he just took it off. So it might just be a precaution, We also have a youngster in the studio, not in the gantry, not a studio, but the little commentary area. What's the name again, my brother? Zai. Zai is his name, right?
Zai.
Yeah, man, Zai. Zai is 9 years old from Soufrière. He has a very good brain. Just stay focused, Zai. Yeah, man. We have a free kick, Eli. Dangerous left foot. You get some good whip on it. Not bad at all. Got on to the end of it, but nobody else was there for support.
Yeah, Jordan Mitchell, he does put in a good ball.
Oh, yes.
Seen him on dead balls.
Oh, yes.
Previously, and Kingsley Henry was trying to make a dash forward there, but Lawrence and Toma fouled. He's calling for a card, which you don't like to see, but friendly Napoleon obliges. Says to him, don't worry, I have it. He's the tallest player on the pitch, critic. Santoma.
Santoma is the tallest player on the pitch.
Number 22.
What about number 20? What about number 19? Just about? Same height? Number 19 for South Castries? I think Santoma might just edge him.
Nicked him.
Yeah, just edge him. Got the delivery.
A nice ball in again.
What a save by the youngster.
Just mentioned that Santoma the tallest on the park and made use of his height there, as we see Tovja Baptiste again fouled. Well, I saw the referee's assistant flag go up, but I guess they're playing advantage. And Tovja Baptiste now putting one in. Dangerous ball in, but a little too much mustard on that one, and it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, good excitement, good passage of play for Canaries.
That was actually Kingsley Henry with that header.
Yeah. Kingsley is supposed to be scoring more headers in the league. One of the strong centre backs with presence in the league. Canaries on the charge, ball in the area. Ton of fun. Just outside the box area from a dangerous spot. It'll be very interesting to see who is going to take this free kick.
I think it'll be Donovan Javati, just a hint.
Power, technique.
I think it's in a good area for him that he could get it over and around the wall into the far corner. I would think that's where he would be aiming for. I think the Pomio Poto might be a little more difficult of a task.
So you might have to go for the deuxième.
That's correct.
Let's see if he can, if he possesses that skill.
You can just look at the angle there and see. And that's exactly where he went for the far corner. Just misses out by about a yard or so.
Yeah, he needed to wrap. It's a very difficult skill. He needed to wrap his foot around it. A la Frank Lampard, a la Steven Gerrard. All those players would wrap their foot. Difficult skill. We have a substitution for South Castries. Still 1-0. Can South Castries just nick one to change the outlook to a certain extent? And I did mention what they have to do or what they should be doing. I haven't seen that just yet. Can't remember a telling save being made by the custodian for Canaries. Like we've often said, that is part of what they're missing, part of the puzzle. And number 10 and an out number 9, South Castries. So if you're part of the South Castries scouting team, you need to be going up and down the country. see my good friend on the stream tonight. If she's viewing, that's Miss Fauché from Denry. Bonsoir, bonsoir, mon Fauché. She's a Chelsea supporter, so.
The people.
Ouais, moi-même. That should be a foul on Donovan. They need to get on with it. They need a goal for insurance. This
Yeah, one is a very dangerous scoreline.
They need a goal for insurance big time.
Canaries would know they've pulled one back in the final minutes in the extra time for the head of Bradley Tison not too long ago on the Canaries playing field and nicked a point away from the opposition. They should learn a lesson from their own exploits as we see another good ball. Midwanda Santoma straight down the middle at the goalkeeper. You'd think a yard either side, critic, and it would be a goal.
Oh, yes. But the goalkeeper did very well. He was well positioned. Made a little meal of it, but was able to keep it out, which is very good.
Yeah, South CASTRIES again trying to probe and prod. We have a throw in there for Canaries.
Yeah, it's a throw in for South CASTRIES. Yeah, I think the game certainly is pouring out for another goal.
Another foul call there. Heavy touch there by Dove, but gets it back under his spell. Canaries giving the ball away.
Quick recovery there for South CASTRIES.
And Donovan trying to chip the goalkeeper. Not a bad attempt, critic.
Not a bad attempt at all. I really thought it was on song. Dangerous there. I can take one look and just he's really tried tonight, you know. He's really tried. Just hasn't fallen for him at all. As we say so, we have a breakaway from South CASTRIES. Dangerous ball in the area. Goalkeeper again a little fumble. Unable to gather.
Kellen Harry in goal for South CASTRIES. Normally an outfield player, but of course it.
This one seemed to be borderline. Called offside there by the officials. David Henry.
I'm sure David must be thinking the assistant should have put their flag up earlier and saved him that sprint.
Yeah, well, he needs a sprint, eh? One of the more popular vehicles in one time in St. Lucia, the Toyota Sprinter.
Was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's all about the hybrid. Again, another free kick there for South CASTRIES. They need to, at some point, Eli, make those free kicks into something. And we see Chad.
My Chad there.
Yeah. Able to keep the ball in play.
Good football by South CASTRIES there. And a good strike. What a save! Excellent reflex save. Kimari John in the goal for Canaries and firmly keeping them in the hunt for 3 points. That was a fantastic strike. It was right of the goalkeeper and he was at full tilt, critic, full stretch.
Yes, very good save by the youngster. Basically getting his right hand to the ball and ensuring that it stayed out of the net completely. And there was still another opportunity for South CASTRIES and he came out trumps again. So definitely he's not been troubled per se in the game. But this time around, he came up trumps and he came out big for his team.
Yeah, excellent save there by Kimari John. Not called into action too many times this evening as we see Donovan Jean-Baptiste on top of the box and he unleashed a thunderous drive there, but well blocked by South CASTRIES in the end-to-end action right now.
The game is certainly opening up, Eli. We are about to approach the 68th minute. So definitely South CASTRIES wants to go for the equalizer. And of course Canaries wants to improve on the scoreline. Something's got to give. And I see the production team has placed the comments box right before our eyes. So all of you that used to give us MAPE, we can see. I can see the MAPE tonight. As I say, so it's a corner for Canaries. He has a very good delivery. This young number 20.
Yeah, that's Jardel Mitchell.
Yes, he has a very good delivery of the football. Let's see what he can master. He gives the signal. He goes for the first post. And as I look at this, Eli, nobody can get onto it. Remarkable save again.
Wow.
The guys were basically watching one another. Nobody was able to react.
Foul call, I believe, in the end.
Yeah, at the end of it all. This is where you need to come alive. Come alive when those situations present themselves. When everybody was just like this, watching one another, and nothing came out of it. Trying to find Dave on the right side. Unable to. And we have a breakaway again on the right side. It's Dave Jean-Baptiste puts in a cross. David finds the back of the net. Eli! Thunderous header. David rose before anybody else, using that neck muscle of his own and the experience. I did tell you in the beginning of the encounter, I told you David Henry is going to get on the score sheet again. That is the insurance goal that Canaries have been awaiting. And David giving his favorite dance. I think it's called the Juke Fouye.
How do you know that's his favorite dance?
But that's Canaries. That's the Canaries dance. Remember I always tell you, they have to put out the YI songs. That's the dance. That's the dance with the YI songs. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. 2-0. Look at this strike, guys, on the replay. There you go. Just using that neck muscle. And indeed, he has a neck muscle. And just get
I've been
but that's what you need.
From the Peku up.
That's right. That's what you need. The neck muscle. Very good goal. 2-0 in favor of Canaries. And that's a mountain to climb now for South CASTRIES. One thing about them, I can tell you, they won't stop playing. South CASTRIES, despite the scoreline, they won't stop playing. So that's 2-2 for David. South CASTRIES trying to see what they can do. Yeah. Canaries seems to be enjoying themselves right now. Pleading for a corner. Some good work by him, you know. And the Canaries guys seems to be enjoying themselves right now, Eli. 2 up. About some 20 odd minutes to go. Good mopping up there by Tisson. Of course, we do have a second encounter. We'll see Bayford South take on Grosile. There's a chance there trying to be created by South CASTRIES. Trying to tippy-tappy his way into the goal. Didn't work out. Goal kick to CANARIES. One root football this time. Very good strike. Just beating the post. Yeah, South CASTRIES still trying to make a contest of the matchup. Substitution for CANARIES. Looks like number 26 is going out. In comes number 5. Interesting effort there. Foul. Possession remains with South CASTRIES, trying to play this one pretty quick. See a throw in right now to South CASTRIES. Chad Alfred to take that throw in. Cross comes in a little too much on it. Defender 4 able to deal with it. Referee instantly on the spot to nip any contention in the bud. A little overzealous in his challenge, if you ask me. There was no need for that. Resulting in a throw-in now for Canaries. Of course, you could hear the supporters saying, "Let's go Canaries." Not too far from here, about a 10-minute drive. Cross comes in. Defending again there by Canaries. And we have a corner. Let's look at the delivery from this corner. All the way back. Chad almost making some good contact with this one. But again, that conviction, you have to want to head that football, attack that football. Not going to happen like this for South CASTRIES. We're on the 80-minute mark, and it's going to be a free kick. Of course, you could see Bradley Tiso making his way, trying to creep into the area. We have a player down, although he can get up on his own power. Yeah, I don't know what the fuss was about, but he was able to get up on his own power. Still see South CASTRIES with possession, inching the way upfield, but again, Can they put it together to get the ball to the back of the net? David is some exceptional skill there, turning on his man, looking to carry all the way and take on the defense. David again. Sort of rushed this one. Yeah. I think when he was younger, he was called Dave. Dave would have scored that goal. But good effort there by David Henry.
Back with you guys as the action continues, and Canaries looking like they're probing for a third. Wins a corner kick.
And you would see the free kick specialist for Canaries go over to take this one. No need to rush. Coming up on 83 minutes.
Ball already spotted for Jardel Mitchell. As you said, he takes his time.
Yeah. Interesting enough, Eli, where would those 3 points now move Canaries with their efforts?
I think it was a very interesting scenario when I checked it out. I think they jump up the table, but they risk going straight back down. When I say straight back down,
I get you. Yeah, down the table based on the result of
the next game.
Yeah, okay. Well, they can enjoy the comforts of where they are after this game. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so they're on 15 points right now. So 3 points brings them up to 18 points. And that'll actually bring them into 4th position, which is occupied currently by Central CASTRIES. And of course, coming up next would be Grosley and Vieux South. If Grosley were to come out victorious in that game, it'll jump them right over Canaries, and it would actually bump Central CASTRIES down to 6th position.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. So something to look out for. Either way, there will be some interest.
As we speak, just getting word that one of our national goalkeepers, Darren Donai, is safe and sound over there in Jamaica, along with some of his other schoolmates. Mitchell just shepherding that one out into touch. As Canaries look to see this one out, they'll want to ensure that they keep a clean sheet going forward. And if they can nick an extra one to help with their goal difference, then great. South CASTRIES still prodding and probing.
Yeah, they seem to have made it. Can't see South CASTRIES troubling them anymore. Although this game is a funny old game, there's an opportunity for South CASTRIES to dink one in the box. Let's see if Nye Henry can get onto this one. Seems to be the bravest. Get in there.
Not if the ball is over him.
Find somebody. There's David again.
And Lorik Santoma, he didn't play him in.
It took too long with it. And this is why I always speak of the seniority and players wanting to play football and be focused. Like, we saw this from up here. We saw it being,
He saw it as well.
Yes, but look at his urgency. Like a daisy curl, like it's just gonna happen.
And there was no need to hit the ball at the right time.
Just
the player was in acres of space.
There you
just
go.
push it into the
There you
space
go.
and allow him to run onto it.
These are the areas, these are the things coaches look out for when you have to make that telling pass. What is your output? And he was under no trouble. Nobody was near him to change the course or anything like that. Just all he needed to do was to control the football and just play his man through. And you could see it. David is just gesticulating to him that, you should have done better. Because David is a senior player. So letting the youngster know that, come on, get your game together. Approaching 88 minutes.
Canaries would have done well with that additional goal to help with
course,
their
of course.
goal difference.
Find Dogu your confidence high. Another opportunity. Here is Donovan.
Foul call there.
Dogu from
Yellow card produced.
From the time Man United beat Liverpool and you are fourth in the table, Dogu, your confidence high. Eli only is higher because he's taller than you. Yeah, I'm between two Manchester United fans right now.
The Angels don't encourage him.
Another free kick opportunity, but yeah, very good. But finally, you could see it. Yeah, see the fellas, man. And man, even went short punch again. Free kick opportunity, the left footer. So you see the decoy. You see who's the decoy, right? On the free kick.
It ended up being a koi instead of a decoy. Just over the top. He was the decoy. Game just petering out. We expect to see the fourth official put up the additional time anytime now. Another solid performance by Canaries, building on their last outing. Funny enough, the 6 points on offer for Canaries in Canaries, they weren't able to take one. But they've gotten 6 points from 6. Well, assuming that they finish this game in a winning position, they would have gotten 6 from 6 playing here in Soufre, interestingly enough.
Yeah, home exploit's a little tough for them because remember, you're only at home, Eli. You're supposed to be spurred on by your home crowd. I think they just indicated it's what, 7 minutes or so? Am I correct, Dogu? 3 minutes? All right, good. When you're at home, you're supposed to be spurred by the home crowd. But this time, the pressure was on them for sure. They were, they really wanted to leave the bacon home because they were at home, but it just didn't work out for them. I saw them they played very rushed. They missed a lot of chances.
And the crowd got anxious.
Yes, and everybody was just, so eager to see Canaries perform at home, but it just didn't work out for them.
Well, unfortunate there for Henry. Took a stab at that one coming across. Is that offside? Was that flagged offside? I think it was. Interesting. Maybe offside came in the first move.
Could have been.
About halfway through the 3 minutes of added on time, or a minimum of 3 minutes added on time as we see St. Omer trying to skip past. He gets fouled and booking there. Coming for Wayne Filgens of South CASTRIES. And St. Omer, it's an unnecessary yellow card. I mean, you do get suspension for accumulation of yellow cards, and the game is well in the bag. It's not like it's a last-minute winner. But I guess he probably had that one planned already. And he's definitely a crowd favorite, the Ronaldo celebration.
Yeah, I think this one was certainly for the crowd. Good finish, but what's interesting too was the pass by David Henry, splitting the defenders, and St. Omer getting that goal in the final aspect of the game. Good win for Canaries, comfortable win, 3-0.
Should have been 4, but they'll take 3.
Yeah, I think one of the situations is Eli also, Canaries goalkeeper may have to ask the coach if he can work from home.
I mean, he had nothing to do.
Except for he did put in a big save, but apart from that big save,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was just good enough.
Quite academic. Dwayne Jabatis in the first half, David Henry and Lorik St. Omer in the second, and 3-0 to Canaries. They currently sit in 4th position in the Premier League table. Of course, up next is Groselay. They come up against V4 South. For Tennis in Glasgow, I'm Elijah Williams. Catch you on the next stream.